Hello, crafters! This is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and I'm here with the Dancing Christmas Friends collection. This is so adorable, but amongst all the adorable cuteness in this collection, there are lots of goodies that you can use within the collection and outside of. So stay tuned throughout the entire video so you can see all the goodies contained in this beautiful collection. Of course, my favorite is this guy over here. He's Fritz. I didn't name him that. He's Fritz the Nutcracker. Before I get started in this awesome collection of dancing Christmas friends, don't forget to enter to win the 12 Days of Stitchmas and the Advent Calendar. Plus, you'll also get the 12 Days of Stitchmas Stitch Along add-on kit. So you have until September 15th to enter to win. No purchase necessary. Open to US and Canadian residents. So I will link the entry form below in the description box. Also, this week, crafters, there is an additional 20% off clearance. Yay! So check your wish list, see if you have any items that are now on clearance, plus an additional 20. This might be the time. And Spellbinders is clearing out their warehouse, so look at items that you have been seeing for a while in clearance. Those are the ones to get sooner than later. Alrighty, crafters, now let's get into this video of the Dancing Christmas Friends. Let's get started. This is the entirety of the Dancing Christmas Friends collection. Now, don't let the name fool you with the dancing and you're like, I don't do interactive cards. There are sweet gems in this collection. 2 embossing folders that can be used within or without the collection. The critters and the cuteness and the dancing is not your thing. Still something here. The better press plates also can work outside of this collection on everything. So there are 2 3D embossing folders, 3 better press plates, 5 die sets, 4 of them are interactive, and 1 of them is a by far knock it out the park winner. You don't even have to make it interactive. Okay? I don't even have to say it. 2 thumbs up. Times 2. Oh, it's that good. So in this collection, it's 10 items, 11 really, because there is a stencil option with one of the embossing folders, but let's call it 10 items. And I made 7 cards. Okay, so let's look at all these goodies. What I'm going to start with, though, of course, has to be the dies. This one, super cute. I will go more into detail with the example because this harkens back to the Christmas in July Kit Club. Let's start off with my favorite card first. This is the Dancing Nutcracker Fritz dies. Love these names. Josie, is this you? Love this collection, Dancing Friends. He can be taller. You can stretch him all the way out to 6 inches if you put the drum set on the bottom. Notice I didn't even put the drum set, but that drum set will stretch him out if you want to put him on a slimline card, 5x7 card, A6 card, in that range. This is an A6 card, but I did not go full 6 inches because he's holding this and I wanted it to be taller than him. Love, 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 love. Yes, it is involved, but it's worth the effort to put it together. And the pieces are not like crazy tiny that you can't do it. You know what got me when I was putting it together? I started from the bottom, working up. Once I got to his face with the hair, I said, oh, this die set is amazing. I love the hair. I don't know what it was. Normally, I'm not like caught up in hair on a die, but this, out the gate winner. I laid out Fritz in a certain order. Also, there is instructions on it. So if you click in the description on the page for Fritz, you'll see instructions. You just click the little PDF form. I did print it out, okay? So here's his feet. This is where I started first. The shoes, the cuff. This is the boots, the tall part of the boots, his pants. This is the shirt vest. These are his sleeves. So you get 2 choices of arms. You get a long sleeve and a short one. Short one if you want him to be like with his arm bent holding something. This is the detail here on the shoes and on his vest, which I'm using brushed gold cardstock. This part right here also cut out, and a lot of brushed gold is going on here. I'm going to call these shoulder pads, okay? Shoulder pads, that's with the belt. This part is the cuff that you put the hand on top of. The hand is here by his head, okay? Here is the trim of his jacket and the belt. You see how I did the whole outfit here? I try to keep it easy for me to work with it. This is the white that you see down the middle for his shirt. So I put little notes. So here I have the torso section. Then I separate it out. I took my magnetic sheet and used a trimmer to cut sections. That's why I have the legs in one section, his torso, head and face, hat assemblies all here. So now you can see what it is. I get it as a bag of bits. I'm not sure how it's going to come on your packaging if you do decide to get this, but it's worth every ounce of effort to get it because this was just fun. And I did use my Platinum Scout machine to make the entire thing. Yay. Because when you're working this much pieces, it's easy just to roll it right here beside you. This is for the candy that he's holding, the little pole. This is a different version of the pole. Here is the drum. Did not use the drum, but the whole drum assembly is here. His face, love. Everything else embosses. The mustache replacement, the cheeks, and the eyebrow. Here is the brow. That's the hair curls. Love these hair curls. And then the mustache. So this is all one cut in white cardstock. That's for the hair as well. Something to build up these little curly bits on. Doesn't he look like a king? Look at that. You could just have his face alone on something and it's just a fabulous set. Here is his beard. Optional. I chose not to go with the beard because I just loved this little bit here in the gold. And then here I layered up the hat. This little part is for the top of the hat. You can use it or not if you wish. Let me give you the measurement here without this little bit because you can skip that little top part, although it's very nice. 5.5 inch tall, little bit taller. You're now going into 5 5/8 of an inch tall. And then the width, 1 3/4. If you want him to be shorter on an A2 card, push the boots up higher and then you can make him shorter. His legs do not have to be this tall. So you can definitely bring him down easily and he'll still look proportional. Love that. So this has a lot of range and fun. And then you can stand him up on top of that drum to make him even taller if you want him to take a nice amount of real estate on those bigger cards, 5x7. After making him with the pink and gold, clearly I was going with the pink and gold colorway. I couldn't figure what color to put in the back. So I was shopping a ton of cardstock and I came across this gray cardstock, which did not compete with that black. So you can see the black, but you can see this is more neutral. So I cut out a piece here. I believe I used the 5x7 matting basics for this layer. And that's a 2-piece die set. I use one of those layers. Here I just use a trimmer to make this A6 card, 4.5 by 6 1/4. Ran it through using the Christmas Tile 2D embossing folder of the month from last year. I wanted something more ornate like this, and that's why I decided to go with Christmas Tile. Lovely. Love that embossing folder. It was on sale, like super sale the other day too. Because I have this open space here, I have the sentiment and these bits. The bits are coming in from the Christmas Cocktails die from the Happy Hour collection. Thumbs up for fun. Designed completely by Josie. Love it, love it, love it, Josie. Still loving that collection. I use this little peppermint and then also the present in here too. There it is. Layered on the top here, that Merry Christmas is a better press sentiment. This is on the way out, crafters. Get this before it's gone. This is the Snow Garden Sentiments hot foil plate. Fabulous hot foil plate. 4 sentiments with a coordinating die. These are the 3 that I use. Believe, Season's Greetings, and Merry Christmas. This is black cardstock with matte gold hot foil roll. Love this. And then in the back, I have my Vivant ribbons. This is the circle cord in gold. And I did wrap both the satin ribbon and the gold. Look at this ribbon. I love this. Fuchsia double face satin ribbon. This is 5/8 of an inch wide. So here I have it. And I think it works so perfect with my little card here. I love this card so much. Finished it off with some graphite gems because of the cinder cardstock that I'm using. This is Basil. So pretty. I love this. I love him. I had here going and I was like, should I let him swing? And then something said, no, nope. Just keep him stationary. So the legs can move if you put a little circle pop dot there. If not, just keep on going. But once I got to that face and that hair, it was done. I was like, yep, love it. Absolutely worth every ounce of effort to put him together. Up next, crafters, look at this one. This is the Dancing Moose Klondike dies. Love this little guy. Perfect for your masculine cards too. If I didn't put pop dots here, his leg would swing all the way out here. It would have been just too much. It's not a crazy swing. This is a 5x7 card. He is adorable. So this one I also printed out the information for, so you can get him to 6 inches tall as well. It's 18 pieces, his legs, his tummy, hands and feet. This is a decorative piece for his tummy there. His face, this is right there for his face. This is the highlight of the ears or the inner ear. The eyes, his scarf. You can have him in nature with just a scarf on or with a sweater and boots. You choose. Okay, and these are Uggs. Here are his arms, different positions for his arms. 2 arms straight, and you can also have a bend. A little snowflake, which you see here, and a little star. This is for the boot assembly. Boots, on top of the boots, little rim of the boot, shirt, layers for the shirt, and then his antlers. Cute. Look at this little moose guy. He's 6 inches tall. And then the width, if I go with the antler, 2 1/4. Come down from the antler, you're at 1 3/4, but then you would put the antler. I guess he could possibly work like this too. If you're very creative and you can see some other animal here, go ahead. I use Spellbinders Timber cardstock, dark brown, Latte, Dune, all 3 shades of brown cardstock. Sage cardstock, forest cardstock, poppy field. The darker red is pomegranate, no longer available at Spellbinders, so let's not talk too long about it. I wish it would come back because it was a great red. It was like poppy field, pomegranate, crimson. It's right there in the middle. Thumbs up for it. Bring it back, Spellbinders, please. Fingers crossed. After I did his whole assembly, I knew I wanted to bring in one of my favorite dies, Essential Modern Oval. I used, I believe, the tallest one. So 3 1/4 by 5.5 inch, and put those little stars on. For this, I am using the treasured cardstock in silver. I do have a lot of treasured cardstock in silver right now. Spellbinders sent me one. I bought a second one. And then at the workshop, they gave us a full pack of this. Wasn't that fabulous? So, treasured cardstock comes in 3 colors, gold, silver, and rose gold. Keep this if you do decide to get this. 3 sheets each of 5 styles, glitter metallic cardstock, matte metallic, brush metallic, mirror metallic, which is what you see here, and pearl metallic. And Spellbinders had said this glitter cardstock, they researched their cardstock. A lot of it is single-sided. It's for die cutting, clean die cutting. See how it cut the little snowflake clean? So love the treasured cardstock. Great price point for a specialty pack of paper. Loving. Full size too, 8.5 by 11. So that's what I did for the star and here. Because I have a black background, black, I decided to come in with one of my new favorites, actually. A product which I previously couldn't stand because I couldn't control it. This is the Brutus Monroe Shimmer Mist in Pearl. This was the first time using it. But you see how pretty it is and bright and gives that fun look in splotches. Now I have discovered the trick. You have to stand up, put this on the floor in a box, and spray from that distance. Yeah, that far. And then you get this great detail. So now I'm loving it. I'm controlling it even better the higher that I go. Which I will link below. I'm detailing and linking everything, but that spray is in stock because a lot of people don't like it, but I can see why. Because we were doing it like this. You have to stand a mile away to spray it. This is great for masculine cards. That's why I love it so much now. Because I'm like, ooh, it's helping me with the masculine. I came in with this background, 5x7. One of my new favorite embossing folders. I still haven't gone into the embossing folder yet. It's coming though. I do like these embossing folders within this collection. I was feeling, because he was wearing that sweater, hand-drawn lines. This is the 2D embossing folder this month for August. So I ran this in black cardstock. You first saw it in the August Kit Club. I'll link the video here if I haven't linked it yet. I also used it in Happy Haunting. So Christmas, all year round. Halloween, it gets better. And even with Yana's Poppy collection, I was going to call it Elegant Poppy. That's what you probably should have called it, Yana, Elegant Poppy. So I love this embossing folder, and the lines are not straight and perfect. And just like how he looks like, he's just casual and hanging out. Then now to finish the card, because I had black on black from the July Kit Club, I came in with the small die of the month, Skating into the Holidays. Fabulous. I just used the poinsettia and the foliage from here. This card looks like this in its entirety, using everything, the skates and everything. But you can still shop in here because I like the size of this poinsettia, especially on a larger card like this. And he could have also worked with this background too, which was the embossing folder of the month back in July, which is now in store. So I'll put a link for this and also for the July Kit Club, because one of the items in this release also works with the July Kit Club. But I'm loving the poinsettia. For the sentiment, I'm using a Merry Little Christmas Sentiments. Love this set. You glimmer everything, and then a lot of the big bold sentiments come with coordinating die. This is a fabulous one, and it's been going on like super sales. No reason not to add it to your stash. I love this. I will just glimmer these when the machine's heating up. Glimmers like a dream too. Black cardstock, matte silver hot foil roll. I was going to say gold. Look at my guys. So adorable. This is just fun and adorableness. As you can tell, it's just bringing up my little mood. I am loving it. Dancing Gnome, Alfie. Love these names. And Conrad the Cardinal. There he is, flying in, bringing in a note. That note comes from in here, the little tag. So Dancing Alfie is another tall one that you can make, 6 inches tall. I did download the instructions of how to put it together. Not so far out, but look at those little legs. I have been doing a lot of this ink blending lately. Absolutely inspired by the Spellbinders workshop with Creative Escape. So I decided to take a piece of white cardstock, emboss it with the embossing folder, which is amazing. Look at that rope detail. Love this. All wrapped up. 3D embossing folder. Universal plate system for that one. I started off white up here. Then I did this ombre thing, coming in with like this blue teal, coming into a mid-tone, coming into a dark, all to new fresh dye ink. When you get a set, it's 4 colors. So the gradient, I could have had this here and then come on in and then go even darker down here. But I decided not to. I liked coming in from white snow coming on down. This was actually inspired by this, but this is a different shade of tealy green, actually. But I like the contrast because now you can see him against the blue-green background. He's 6 inches tall by 1.5 inch wide. You can have him holding a present. If you don't want to use the present that comes in the die, put something else. Here are his legs. That's the decoration for the candy stripe on his legs. Then the shoes with the little top part. So super cute. His beard, his nose, his hat. Very easy to put together. This is the only part that was like, what? But then once you get the feeling for it, you'll figure it out. His arms. And then there's the little mitten. And he is popped up off of a 3mm circular foam. I will link it below in the other supplies, okay? It's about right here. I can feel it, where the mechanism is. Could have used the tag here, but then I wanted to bring in the bird. That's why I have the bird bringing in the tag. Little cute little Conrad. 1 3/4 inch wide by under 1.5 for sure. Super duper cute in flight. The large die of the month from the July Kit Club is called Snow-Capped Holiday Dies. 2 more cardinals in here. If you have the large die of the month from last month, which is also available now in the past Kit Club section. So you don't have to be a subscriber to get this now, but you're going to pay full price for it and shipping. So there are 3 versions of it. So now you could have this bird flying in on this style of card with the birdhouse, or you could have the 3 of them here all around the gnome and freaking the gnome out. The gnome would be like, where are all these birds coming from? Like the movie Birds. To finish off my card, I'm also using Spellbinders Capri Blue Gems. Look how pretty these gems are. I think it's a gorgeous blue, which can also play in the turquoise. So love. So that's Conrad and Alfie hanging out. You can also incorporate this. And on this one, I kept the face white, but here is the face in black, and it works either way. Yay. So for the sentiment, I'm using from the All Seasons collection. That's a new collection. All new collections will be linked below. Please, crafters, do yourself the favor. Look at collections separately. There's a lot of items in some of these collections this month. If you look at it all at once, you might miss out on the gems. This is a gem. I'm using the sentiment, Let It Snow, All Seasons Winter. You press or glimmer and die cut it once. Love. Here it is, pressed, because I did not glimmer any of these. My glimmer machine is like, please take me out and please use me with all of this. I haven't done it yet. This is on porcelain cotton card with black better press ink. There's also All Seasons Summer, all year round for that one. Then there is All Seasons Spring. Love this, going into Easter. And All Seasons Autumn. Halloween fall. So super cute, and it would look like this when you press it out. Love. And you can maximize your cardstock with this one when you press or glimmer it, okay? So there is Mr. Alfie and Conrad. Conrad is bringing a message to Alfie, and Alfie's like, where's all your friends? Up next, crafters. In this example, I'm using Dancing Douglas Trees. This is your easy to fit on an A2 card. 4 3/4 of an inch tall, and his legs move. He actually has pretty good swing, and he hits there on that ornament. What did I say? 4 3/4. And then now, if you have him holding the ornament, you're at about 4 inches wide. If you have him holding something else, just with his hands, 3 1/4 inch wide, okay? You get this whole tree assembly that curves, and then you put a star. Again, I'm coming into the treasured cardstock in silver. I use some red gems. So this is sage cardstock and forest cardstock for his legs, teal topaz, and lagoon. So this is all Spellbinders cardstock. For the red, I believe this is pomegranate. So I have my tree assembled, very easy to put together. Mechanism is about right here because I can feel 3mm pop dot again, give him lots of clearance for the legs to move. I did use Spellbinders pop-up glitter foam for the detail on his little boots, okay? So here's a tree, legs, shoes. This part, I believe, is ornaments if you want to cut it out. His eyes, his mittens with the trim, the star for the tree. He can also carry a lantern. Here is the ornament section. So super cute. And the arms, okay? Have fun with this one. This is just adorable. So this is a 5x7 card again. And I'm using the Holiday Lights 3D embossing folder and stencil in the background. If you want to get the stencil, you're going to have to buy it at the same time. So your options are 3D embossing folder alone or 3D embossing folder and stencil, not stencil alone. So at the time of purchase, if you want to get this goodie, which is a nice set of lights to color all of the bits, then you would get that combo, okay? To separate him from that light background, to give you more of a focal point, I'm using the Essential Stylish Ovals. So before you saw Essential Modern Ovals, now you're seeing Essential Stylish Ovals. Little bit of difference. One is more narrow and one is a little bit wider. They look about the same, but you notice the height difference, right? This is an A2, 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch. And then this one is that 3 1/4 by 5.5, okay? Love both of them. I did a little bit of ink blending again, finished it off with some silver mixed gems, a solid part. For the sentiment, coming into a favorite from the Home for the Holidays collection, I will link my video here because this is an amazing collection. 15 products, 13 cards I made, 2 options of one and done. Better press or glimmer, and then cut out with the coordinating die. For the fishtail, you would use this one, the smaller one. For the wider one, you would use this one. Merry wishes for all. This is with opaque white hot foil roll. I did glimmer it. I love this set. This is a double set. Love it. Love it, love it, love it for the holidays. And here I'm using the glitter also. And some of the matte from that same treasured cardstock in silver. So I'm playing with 3 different styles out of that set. Love little Douglas. I love these names too. All right, now we're going to go away from all of the cutesy fun. I think I still have one cutesy card. So let's talk about being a little bit more serious, because this is just beautiful better press. So this now can work outside of having the cute interactive Douglas and his pals. This is the Birch Trees Place and Press registration. So you get 4 birch trees, fawn, and the cardinals here are dies, which is great. And then here is the template for the trees. Now you're looking at my trees, which are pressed out porcelain cotton card. The colors you're seeing here, these are Altenew Fresh Dye ink. I am enjoying using Altenew Fresh Dye ink with Better Press. Look how good it pressed out. And the colors, right? So you're seeing, like, I was looking at a few examples on Spellbinders to see how to layer up this part. The lighter trees are in the back, then it gets darker the more it comes more forward. So these are the forward trees. You're looking at 5.5 inch tall and 1.5 inch wide for this widest one. For the fawn, this little piece back here, that's it for the different colors. So you don't have to cut out a piece of cardstock and then figure out how to place it behind here. So that's a great little piece to add to this. And then cardinals, I did 4 cardinals in red, and you can see some of that splatter white all over it. Love splatter white. It's opaque watercolor. Add this space. So I came in again with the same skating into the holidays. I could have also done a smaller cluster with smaller poinsettias, but I came in with a bold one, and I'm using the peridot gems right there. The background, I came in a little bit larger than an A2. I'm using the nested postage labels and tag dies. The largest die in here is an A2, which is this part in cream. I wanted it to be like a postcard because of the scene for Christmas, but I decided to come out further, 4.5 by 5 3/4 for this card. And I also wanted to bring something closer to this colorway. So I liked everything else more muted. For the sentiment, sentiments of wonder. You have all of this going on and you want a little sentiment, best friend right here. I like it better press. So this is on bisque cotton card, which comes back out to that color, and bark better press ink. So there's this option for you as well, which has nothing to do with cute and fun. It's like 2 different collections, but still fabulous. So there's that gem. Here's another gem. In all my examples, this is the cleanest card, crafters. So this one is a little gift press plate, 6 inches tall by 4 3/4 inch wide. It is not straight, okay? It's not a straight line. It is intended to be at an angle. So for this, because of it being just a skew off and it is oversized from an A2 card, you know what I came in to help me fix this card? The base is a mauve colorway again. Alta New Fresh Dye ink in this color. You know, I was loving this pink color, right? Do I even remember what I used? No. It might have been Dusty Rose, but I'm not 100% sure. I just picked a color and then inked it up and I was like, oh. So this is on porcelain cotton card, okay? But you can glimmer this too. So I came in with precision layering, A2, A, and B. 16 dies in each set. When you go between the sets, meaning the largest one, which is an A2, the second largest one over here in set B is 1/8 of an inch shorter. That's what you're seeing here. So then I have an 1/8 of an inch spacing on each side. That is really 1/16 of an inch. So you're seeing a peak of this dusty mauve pink matching this pink bow with a glimmer sentiment, and then I just put some pearls on, okay? Easy card, super flat. Not a lot to send this to somebody. If you want to go even flatter to send it to somebody, take out the little pearls then. You also have all these sentiments that you can press here. I decided to not go with that. Let me see if you guys can tell what I'm going to say next. Gosh, I wish this came with a coordinating die for every single sentiment, but it doesn't. This is fabulous because it's very neutral. This is your all year round, actually. Okay, crafters, so what you're getting here, I wrote it all out. Loops and everything with the font, it's hard to read. You're getting 5 all occasion sentiments, 3 holiday sentiments, 8 in total. You'll get hello, happy birthday, and it's spelled out correctly. Happy birthday, okay? It's not happy B-day. Thank you, a little gift for you and from me to you. In the holiday, there is no peeking from Santa, merry everything, and happy always, which is right here. Okay, so I took my time to look at the packaging and write it all out because I got a bag of bits. This is really nice because you can have it all year round. Plus, you can ink blend this background and then press on it if you wanted to get a whole different look. I'm using Yana's Let's Celebrate Sentiments right there. And I did glimmer this out. Coordinating die. Let's celebrate. There is Let's Celebrate, Happy Mother's Day, Happy Anniversary, and Happy Birthday wishes. So in here, there's like 2 that can be your all year round, and then the Happy Anniversary, that's all year round too. The pearl that I'm using is called Fashion Rose. Really pretty color too. Here is the last item in this release, and here comes the Klondike. The moose is back. You can do the moose as a dancing moose. Here he is, au natural, with his little scarf, face, tummy, with the tummy bit. There's a little tummy bit, waterfall cardstock for his little scarf. In the background, I'm using from the Handmade Holidays card making kit, the 6x6 paper pad. I will link my video here so you can take a look at that whole big kit. Out of that kit, I use 1 little sheet of paper and created like a big frame with him in the background waving at you. This is a fun collection to play with. You will be smiling even when you're more serious. It's still fun. Use my Better Press hack for this. I will link that video here too, because that made me have that place and press in 2 seconds. It was done really quick. The more I use my hack is the better I'm getting at it. I'm like, ooh, I have no fear of place and press anymore. It's just done. You could have that whole window look. You guys know I love to do that little window. Here is my window using Essential Modern Ovals. Cut out the smaller one. What's the main feature is the last Better Press plate, which is the candy cane stripes, which is here. All to new fresh dye ink in red. Look at that. Thumbs up. Super pretty, no bleeding. And then I cleaned it immediately. That's why the whole of this is not red. It looks brand new actually. To finish this card, in the background, I'm using postage edge rectangles again, 4 3/4 by 6. That's what's out here in white cardstock. Precision layering, either set A or set B to cut this Better Press layer, okay? I did take a strip of green cardstock, use my trimmer to just do a matting layer. Then I use the Essential Modern Ovals for that window for him to peek through. In here now, which is different than before. This is a cardstock eye, meaning using the die set to cut out his eyes. Here I'm using a Doodlebug, I think it's called Eyes 2 or ICU set. It's enamel dots. So you could use this too. I'll see if I can find it in stock somewhere and link it below if you like to have that look. So it would look different than paper. You see it? Both of them are cute. I think I like this better though with the enamel dots. Sometimes when folks use googly eyes, it looks a little weird to me. This doesn't look bad because I'm still getting the whites of the eyes, but it's not like spinning around and doing stuff like that. For the poinsettia foliage here in the bottom corner, I'm using the Skating into the Holidays, the poinsettia, and this foliage bit and the holly leaves. For the smaller poinsettia, I'm coming into my collection, the Christmas wreath add-on, using the largest poinsettia. So you see the size difference? I could have done 1 large and 2 small on this too. So that would have been an option too. This is that new green olive Altenew cardstock I was telling you guys about in my Spellbinders haul. I'll link that video here. I'm liking this cardstock. It's 80 pound though. That's the only thing I don't like about it. But the color is like, oh yes. Then I finished off the centers with some green gems. For that sentiment, this is coming into Simon's new collection. Let It Snow collection. 3 items in that one. 2 of them I'm going to show you. Handwritten holiday sentiments. 32 pieces in here. 16 sentiments. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Warm Wishes, Let It Snow, Deck the Halls, Noel, Joy to the World. See how I can read it easy? Because I put it in a certain order for my sanity. Then there's also the Playful Penguins. That's the wreath I was talking about. All right, so the Noel is from in here, cut out with that olive cardstock, some white glitter cardstock from my stash. It's a lot going on. I was just having fun. This is my having fun with the candy stripe. You can blame it on the candy stripe. I just kept on going. I was like, oh, this is just a fun one. What am I going to do? And then I went from not knowing what I was going to do to this whole thing. So now let me show you why I wanted to also show you this little guy, which is a card that is coming. Look how cute this is. So this is if you put all the penguins together, and this one can hold a wreath or the present. But this wreath is nice and small enough. Alfie can hold it. You see it? You could have the wreath here with that little bow, and the bow is here. Even a smaller present here if you want Alfie to hold that. So this is a mix, match, and play just right here. Loving that too. And then this little penguin has an antler too that they can wear. Let me get all my dudes together. Here are my fabulous cards for this 10-piece collection. This is the Dancing Friends collection. Loving it, Spellbinders. Loving all these dancing characters. You can use this year after year after year. If you need cards for younger folks, you're taken care of. If you need cards for teens, I still think you're taken care of. If you want to do something really fun for your friends too, because you can pick any color combination with this little guy here. If your friend collects all these nutcrackers, this is the card to give them every single year in different colors. What's your theme this year? Then you change up the card. Oh, they'll love it. For yourself too, if you want to use it, because these bigger sizes too, for these dancing elements, Also can work on scrapbooking. Normally it's made to work on an A2. Notice it's going to 6 inches. So now you could have your scrapbook layout. You can make them like this where it's stationary. But look at this in a scrapbook. I mean, this could take a nice amount of real estate on a scrapbook page. So I think this is fun all around. Great for teachers' gifts. Great for decorating gift bags, gift tags, etc. And then when you want to send those cards for family and such, or you want to have a scene but not like a lot of bulk going on, Better Press is your friend. So is Glimmer. Okay, and then these embossing folders, this one I'm going to still come back to this because I can see this as nautical too. Thumbs up. Okay, crafters, everything will be detailed and linked below. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging in there. And I hope you are inspired by all the goodness you see here. Maybe you're even seeing more than what I'm seeing. Let me know. Until the next video, crafters, stay crafty, my friends.